Soccer, May 19, 2018, 2:36 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. May 19, 2018, 2:36 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. The Portuguese coach will be suiting up for the 15th showpiece event of his career when Manchester United take on Chelsea at Wembley on Saturday. Use left or right buttons to navigate. Swipe left or right to navigate. Getty Images. With the score tied at 2-2 in an enthralling 2003 UEFA Cup final, the relay struck in extra time to decide the game in Porto's favour. It was a pivotal moment in Mourinho's coaching career as it gave him his first continental success and paved the way for Champions League glory just 12 months later. Getty Images. Having already won the Primeira Liga and the UEFA Cup, Porto completed a domestic treble thanks to that Manderley, whose solitary strike proved enough to see off Leiria in the Taça de Portugal final. Getty Images 3 wasn't the magic number for Mourinho because in spite of a third successive final goal for Derlei, extra time proved too much of a task for Porto, who were prevented from retaining their Taça de Portugal crown by bitter rivals Benfica in May 2004. Mourinho's first Champions League final with Porto, in 2004, precipitated his eventual move to Chelsea. In a game between the tournament's two surprise packages, the Portuguese saw off Monaco thanks to goals from Carlos Alberto, Deco and Dmitry Alinachev. The 41-year-old Mourinho had established himself as the game's most exciting young coach. Getty Images. The start of the special ones English legacy saw his Chelsea side overcome Rafa Benitez's Liverpool in a pulsating League Cup final. Mourinho was sent to the stands for taunting Liverpool supporters after a Steven Gerrard own goal levelled things. However, he had the last laugh, as Chelsea scored twice in extra time through Didier Drogba and Mateu Kezman to earn Mourinho his first trophy in England. Getty Images. Arsenal began the 2007 League Cup final in relentless fashion and their fast, high-tempo football caused Chelsea trouble, forcing Petr Cech into a string of early saves. However, when Theo Walcott put the Gunners ahead, it actually sparked the Blues into life and, after Drogba equalised, the Ivory Coast international found the net again with 6 minutes to go to hand Mourinho another trophy. Getty. The first FA Cup final at the new Wembley, in 2007, failed to live up to pre-match expectations and was heading for a penalty shootout until a moment of magic from Drogba with just 4 minutes left sent the Chelsea fans wild. Mourinho was just as jubilant, as he had now secured the one domestic English trophy he was missing. Getty Images. A single goal from Diego Milito was enough for Inter to claim the first piece of silverware of Mourinho's San Siro reign at the expense of Roma. Just over a week later, the Nerazzurri were crowned Serie A champions to complete a domestic double. Getty Images. The first Champions League final not to feature an English club since Mourinho's Porto swept aside Monaco in 2004 was controlled by Bayern but ultimately ended with Inter lifting the trophy. Mourinho employed a counter-attacking style and, after going ahead in the 35th minute courtesy of Milito, the Milanese kept their Bavarian opponents at bay until the Argentine striker scored a second goal with 20 minutes to go to make it a historic treble for the Portuguese and his Nerazzurri. Getty Images. In winning his first trophy at Real Madrid, in 2011, Mourinho ended the Spanish side's 18-year Copa del Rey drought. It was also the Blancos' first piece of silverware since claiming the Liga title in 2008. Mourinho had his compatriot Cristiano Ronaldo to thank for the victory, with the winger netting the only goal of the final with a towering header in extra time. Getty Images. In what was essentially a home fixture for Real, Mourinho was sent to the Santiago Bernabeu stands after remonstrating with the referee during his side's shock 2-1 loss to their city rivals in the final of the 2013 Copa del Rey. Ronaldo got Los Blancos off to the perfect start before Diego Costa pegged Real back, and, early in extra time, Miranda silenced the Bernabeu by putting Atleti ahead. Diego Simeone's stubborn side then held on to claim a famous win, and inflict just a second cup final defeat upon Mourinho. Getty Images. Mourinho collected the first piece of silverware in his second stint at Stamford Bridge by masterminding a comprehensive 2-0 victory over an exciting young Tottenham team in the 2015 League Cup final. A captain's goal from John Terry on the stroke of half-time and a deflected Diego Costa effort wrapped up the game for the Blues. The 2017 League Cup final probably saw the better team lose, but that mattered not a jot to Mourinho, who picked up the first major honour of his Manchester United reign. A late Zlatan Ibrahimovic goal, his second of the game, broke the hearts of a spirited Southampton side who had come from 2 goals down to level matters. Following the dramatic win, Mourinho said, "I'm a bit emotional, yes. It's not easy to win titles and so many times. It's not easy to cope with the pressure I put myself under." Mourinho completed a cup double in his first season at Old Trafford by adding the Europa League trophy to the League Cup. United bested Ajax in the 2017 final in Stockholm, with goals from Paul Pogba and Henrik Mkhitaryan giving the Red Devils a comfortable 2-0 win. All of which means that Mourinho has won a remarkable 12 of his 14 cup finals. Furthermore, he hasn't lost one in England, or ever been beaten inside 90 minutes. So, good luck, Antonio Conte, you're going to need it at Wembley on Saturday.